We've given China a lot of crap about stealing patents and technology, but we haven't given them credit for giving you back just a little bit of time in your day. Quite literally, and the fact that China has been able to alter the length of a day is a weird sciencey fact that boggles my mind. It's no secret that while America slips back into the Stone Age and our roads and bridges fall apart, China has been building modern engineering marvels for quite some time. From high-speed rail to interconnected cities that look like something out of a science fiction movie, China has been pushing the boundaries on the things that man can make. And one of these engineering marvels has literally altered the rotation of the planet, and that is Three Gorges Dam. It is the largest hydroelectric dam in the world. This dam can hold up to 10 trillion gallons of water and produce 22.5 thousand megawatts of electricity. To put that into perspective, the world's largest nuclear power plant in Japan produces 8,000 megawatts. Now, that is truly an inconceivable amount of carbon-free power that this dam supplies. But I do want to say that dams come with a whole host of other problems. They displace people from their homes when the reservoirs fill up. They completely alter the ecosystem. They affect wildlife and their habitats. They aid in erosion because it stops sediment from flowing downstream. Sadly, we all know there's no free lunch. And so while the dam is a huge win for climate change, for the local ecosystem, it's a lot more nuanced. But I'm not here to talk about that depressing shit right now. I'm here to talk about the other environmental impact it had, which is adding time to your day. And the Earth is super spinny. It's got a lot of what they call inertia. And because the Earth has been super spinny for a super long time, it's distributed its weight in a certain way. For example, ocean levels are actually higher at the equator from the centrifugal force of the Earth spinning. And because of that, and how everything has settled from the Earth being very spinny for a very long time, gives the Earth a specific speed of rotation. Now, of course, the Earth is a big spinny rock flying through space, and we're on oceans of liquid hot magma. So just because that's how it's settled now doesn't mean it's always stayed that way. For example, when glaciers form and all the weight of all of that water in the glaciers is at the poles, the Earth spins faster, making the days shorter. But as they melt and that water moves to the ocean and closer to the equator, the Earth slows down and the days get longer. And earthquakes, which are just shifts in tectonic plates, and tectonic plates have a lot of weight, so when they move a little, the lengths of days can change as well. But even with those massive geological changes, the changes in days are minuscule, measured in microseconds, not something you're ever actually going to notice. But because it takes the forming or melting of a glacier or the movement of a tectonic plate to even have that minor effect on Earth's rotation, means that even in spite of all of man's capabilities, it's pretty much impossible for us to move enough weight to have that kind of effect. Unless, of course, you're China and you build just a really big fucking dam. Apparently, a man-made structure that bottles up 10 trillion gallons of water in one spot is what does the trick. And China's big fucking dam managed to slow Earth's rotation by 0.06 microseconds per day, making your day that much longer, which is impressive enough as it is, but that's not all it did. It also quite literally shifted Earth on its axis by 2 centimeters. Granted, 2 centimeters isn't a lot on a global scale, but you know, you have a measuring tape that measures 2 centimeters. So like it's literally enough for you to measure, unlike microseconds where you probably don't have a clock that could measure that. So that's insane enough as it is, right? Changed the length of days and shifted Earth on its axis, but the craziness doesn't stop there. Because this dam is so damn big, it has its own gravity field. See, mass creates gravity, which pulls stuff to it. Earth being a big rock, having a lot of gravity, is the reason that we don't fly off into space. And the sun, being a gigantic ball of fire, has a lot of mass, and that's why our planets orbit it instead of them flying off into space. But what's more is gravity is not just evenly spread around the world. We think a pound is a pound is a pound, but that's not true. A pound on top of a mountain is lighter than a pound at sea level, and a pound at the poles is heavier than a pound at the equator. And what's more is really big objects, like mountain ranges or large bodies of water, create their own gravity field within Earth's gravity field, which complicates it even more. China's big dam has so much dam water that it's created a gravity field large enough to affect seismic activity in the region. That's right, gravity field studies predict that the change in gravity field caused by this dam will actually increase the number of earthquakes in the region. A very tiny amount, but nonetheless, incredibly impressive. In that particular scenario, you know, not in such a good way, because earthquakes are bad. But the fact that walling up waterways to keep water waiting where it wouldn't otherwise be wet will cause worldwide wobbles, well, that is pretty damn mind-boggling.